Happy Hump Day. So I'm talking about the grey swans that could impact us. They're not black swans, they're not unknown, such as the pandemic. We had pandemics before, nor was the pandemic COVID-19 catastrophic, which makes it a grey swan. And yesterday I talked about the potential grey swan of AI going mad, the vulnerability of the grid, and I also talked about bioterrorism and the pandemic grey swan, because another pandemic could be just around the corner. The other grey swan, and this is from an article by Chuck Brooks, another grey swan could be extraterrestrial visitors. Yeah, it's a real possibility. And I'm going to read some of the numbers here. So it is true that it's possible we're not alone in the universe. So there are 500 billion stars in our cosmos similar to our own. And NASA estimations conclude that there are more than 100 billion Earth-like planets. The number of planets outside the Milky Way that might harbour life as we know it is astounding. According to astronomers from the University of Auckland, the Milky Way is thought to contain about 100 billion livable planets like Earth. There are 50 sextillion, that's a lot of noughts, a lot of zeros, 50 sextillion livable planets estimated to exist in the cosmos. And when multiplied by more than 500 billion galaxies, that estimate would obviously increase dramatically if life on Earth were to evolve outside of Earth's ecosystem. So we must ask ourselves if one or more of these likely civilizations will visit Earth if they're not already doing so. So think of the impact. How would we react? What would it change in us if ET really came to visit? What would be the psychological shock? What would be the spiritual shock? What would be the physiological, philosophical, shock? How would it change our lives? And it's highly possible. So how do we prepare? I'll talk about that tomorrow. But the key is that the next big disruption is right around the corner. We will be blind to it. We won't see it coming. The grey swans are possible. We can sort of predict. We just don't know when they might happen and where. So we need to be prepared.